She'll be the edit. What is it called?
Give it to Jaimey.
Give it to Jaimey to edit it.
It's a great way to start this.
Yeah, that's how we start. Give it to Jaimey. I think people are going to get the wrong idea.
That's why I said that.
What kind of podcast
Give it
is
to
it?
Jaimey. All right, we're here. It is a beautiful December winter evening. It's kind of starting to sound like an interrogation or something. All right, I'm here with my brother Anthony. Say
Hey.
hi. His wife Lindsay.
Hello.
My beautiful wife Jaimey.
Hey, hey.
Hey. Okay.
Who
We're
are you?
off and running. They know who I am. It's me, the one and only, and we are now all on the John. Okay?
You did not agree
I
on
don't
That's
like
debatable.
I don't like
We're on the John.
it. No. I'm at the dinner
The
table.
second you sit down
That's
with
weird.
me and a microphone, we're now on the John. Together. No?
It's really off-putting.
Taking the deuce?
It's really off-putting.
Or we're just like...
Sometimes
in
I just
Home
sit there.
Depot
Sometimes I
chilling
just sit
out
there
there.
on my phone. Not always working. I don't know.
Hashtag parent life.
Lindsay and I saw a movie today. What movie did we see?
Slim Shady. Slim and Queen.
Slim Shady had a
Queen
baby.
and Slim. And
2 movies. for the price of one.
Ferrari versus Ford.
Ford versus Ferrari.
No. We paid for all
Paid
the
for both.
movies.
Yeah. Both movies. Paid for. In full.
Don't incriminate yourself.
And we gave him a tip.
Yeah.
And
What'd you
more
think?
security. That was your tip.
You should really lock the back door.
That's what he said.
Alright, before making this Ebert and Roper thing, just what'd you think of the movie though?
Slim and King.
Queen Slim?
Queen and Slim. It was good.
That was your second time
Very
seeing
poetic. Yes.
it? Second time seeing it.
And then I like Ford versus Ferrari. Ford versus Ferrari. That was good. That was
What was different though from the first time seeing Queen and Slim to the second time seeing it? What was different about it?
That's a good question.
Because
I'd like to watch it again.
Yeah, you never see the same movie at the same time. You know, you can see it 2, 3, 4
okay.
times.
I think the first time when we were in the theater, we were surrounded by black people. No, for real. And so
Yeah.
you kind of felt like, dang, this is like they have to. This is stuff that
I mean, they were saying
we
stuff
don't go
throughout the movie.
through. Yeah. And so like you kind of you can feel like the and all that, and you feel bad. That emotion was also there too. This one, we were the only people in there. It was it was hecka empty. So like you can also feel the emotion. That's just what it is, I mean.
No, I can relate to that. Like almost like you're in it
Mm-hmm.
with them, you know, in a way. But
and then the lady next to me was hecka crying the first time we saw it,
Mhm.
like, and you could hear her gasping too. And,
Well, yeah.
it's a real thing.
Yeah, especially,
But-
yeah.
And to be like have that community around us that goes through that was hard.
like the first time I watched Straight Outta Compton, I swear to God, I was the only white dude in there.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was an experience for sure.
Did it change your life forever?
What was that? Can't hear you. Way back there.
So did it change your life forever?
Straight Outta Compton?
Yeah.
No. It made me want to go get fucked up and do karaoke at your house, though. Which is what we
Did
did
that
after.
happen?
Yeah.
That was fun.
We got
think you
shit faced on your patio
Yeah, he got sick. I got pictures.
and
Oh.
did
And
karaoke
Bear
some,
was
to some
there.
gangster rap, and pretty much got more shit faced and then just puked in your front lawn. And AJ hosed me down
Ew.
Yeah,
with the hose.
So
literally, I remember in the backyard drinking out of the hose.
This is BJT.
Oh my god.
This is BJT before Jaimey time.
Yeah.
Right before Jaimey.
This was my
What is it?
yeah.
I don't know.
This was my intermittent time.
But yeah, this is the day
Intermittent
that I got
time.
you the mouse rat shirt.
This is the time of my life where I had no idea what was going on at all.
Remember the mouse rat shirt?
Uh huh.
it was so we took pictures of that night. So
Yeah, we
I
have
have
pictures
pictures.
No,
of
that-
night.
that
We'll
wasn't
have to
the
share
same.
them with
It was a
Layla.
mouse.
The mouse? No, that wasn't the same.
Show you.
This is
Yeah,
your
Jaimey.
dad when he was 23. I
No, I was just in a black tee in those pictures.
I don't remember, but I think
Where I'm drinking the hose?
I think you had to take it off.
Yeah. Oh my god, that was so pathetic.
But I have pictures before you guys did.
It was pathetic.
What, me?
Yeah.
Well,
it was,
yeah.
like, pretty bad.
So
He was
pathetic.
on the. He was like on the
We
benches
were going
dancing.
hard, though.
They were rapping.
Yeah.
There was like you remember in the
No
front, there was,
regrets,
like,
I
a
ain't
tree.
mad.
Lights, because there was like a lights out there. That was when the front yard was tight. So yeah, we had the whole setup. That was when we spent a lot of time
You're
out there.
there. I need you out of here. That's you.
You know, I spent the last like 3 days talking because I've been training at
So
work.
give me 3 days and one
Maybe
more hour.
let's move this a little closer. How about that? There we go.
So-
Why are you guys on your phones?
I'm trying to find a picture. To
My
prove the
sister's
chunk,
texting me.
Oh,
just to show that I have blackmail on junk.
blackmail.
Just kidding.
Oh,
It's just a black
Everything about me is already out in the open. There is no blackmail to be had.
ooh.
No shame, no regrets.
Now
picture. I don't have it on this phone. This is a
That's
new
okay.
phone.
Like the video. Is everything else?
exactly
Speak
what I
your
was
mind.
thinking.
Speak on it. Go ahead. Don't be
No,
afraid
those
to
were
talk
just
about it.
amazing videos.
What videos?
Yeah, what videos?
Yeah, babe. What videos?
You were like, how old?
So, Jaimey just discovered some homemade videos that Chris and I made when we were 12.
They were amazing.
Jonas Brothers was a hit at the time.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So they sang Year 3000,
We
and they had a whole routine.
we covered the Joe Bros.
It
Year
was pretty
3000,
good. They
pretty
had like
much.
lights and
Yeah, we
dance
we
routine.
directed this video.
They really
The
did.
two of us. We had Billy's brother record it for us.
They were both really into it. They really wanted to be Joe Bros.
We could rock a stage. I'll say that. I'll say that much.
Do it now.
Oh,
What song?
man.
Give us a line.
I don't think I have the. Oh wow! What? There's
Yeah.
the picture right there.
This is before.
That's not that. Oh wait. Okay, that's when you gave it to
You're
me though.
so drunk already
Yeah,
in
I'm
this
shit-faced.
picture.
And this
Yeah.
is the before picture. Because I just
I
got
wanna
this
see
shirt.
that.
That's like
Like,
a good
yeah.
point right there.
For me to stop drinking. This
right
picture.
there would have
Yeah.
been great.
That was like
Everything's
halftime right
downhill
there.
from there.
Right there should have been.
That was probably about halftime right there.
I want to say we went
Okay,
to La
so
Piñata.
that's
you did go
the
to
day
La
you gave me
Piñata.
that as a gift.
That
Huh?
place is
That's the
not a
day
good
that you
place
gave
for him.
me.
that
It's
shirt.
on his
shirt is a
birthday,
gift.
or on his birthday.
So
La
we,
No
Piñata.
wonder
took
I
a
don't
picture
remember.
because you just put it on. You're
Remember
like,
Yeah.
when you guys went to the
Yeah.
movies?
Look at my
We went to
shirt.
La Piñata that day.
Who
Okay.
did?
We were with Bear and Rob when we went to see the Compton movie or whatever it's called.
Yeah, we all went and saw
And
it.
then we all went to La Piñata.
Yeah,
Yeah. Oh, okay.
yeah. No
I'm
wonder
just
I don't.
saying, you have a special relationship with La Piñata.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
it's true. I think
more than one location too.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
But,
yeah,
um,
actually.
Okay, that makes sense. No wonder why I don't remember ever getting that shirt as a gift. Is because when you gave it to me, I was
Oh my
Shit
god.
on the
You puked
moon.
all over.
I
it?
remember when you showed me that, I was like,
No,
whoa,
but I
where'd you
love
get that? You're
that
like,
shirt,
I
though.
don't know.
What shirt is it?
Mouse
I was
shirt.
like, what?
You don't. That's okay. That's hecka funny. I don't
Mouse
think
shirt.
I don't have the other one on here. It's probably on my cloud thing, iCloud or whatever. But I have one on that. That was just the Dropbox. My files.
No
are
shame. That's a
everywhere.
good picture. I would take that framed as a Christmas gift. That was a good time.
Hint,
I'm
hint.
gonna put it on.
Yeah, right. The time. Tis the season.
I'll do you one better. I'm gonna
Yeah.
put that picture on a shirt of you.
Of me holding a shirt.
Yep.
That's even better.
That's kinda cool.
No,
I'd be down
just
with
go
that.
forever. It'll be tight.
You can find that picture on our Instagram. We'll post it for 10 minutes.
Go check our story.
Only 10
You can
minutes?
find us at
Only
Yeah.
10
post
minutes.
this embarrassing ass picture.
Yeah, check out my brother and his wife's Instagram page, Titan Creatives, and you'll see a picture of me.
Yeah, so on the shirt, then I'll put like the JohnCaster on the John, I guess.
I don't know if I want that associated with me all shit faced, though. You know.
But you want to call it a shit show.
But I mean,
Look at you, you know? Maybe just like a zoomed in.
I think you
But
can
what-
have something a little bit more mature, but also funny.
I have a good picture.
Like the shit
I
face
think
sounds like
the shit show is a perfect balance
whatever.
of that.
The shit face. I don't know if you want to call
The
it
shit
face.
show.
It's just two
It's
different worlds.
beautiful.
It's not what it doesn't fit into your realm. I think I get that.
You're right. You're
From
absolutely
where I'm
right.
coming from, it's kind of funny.
It's true.
But I just use it in different contexts, you know, like
Right.
something's kind of not that great. Oh, the shit show, and I don't know. takes pressure off me having to make things go right. Because if it doesn't, I say, hey, welcome to
What's
shit
the
show.
shit show? Anything can happen.
All right.
Remember when we went?
Moving on.
Remember when we were on Bart? And
So you gonna call it a shit show?
Oh,
I don't know. I still
Okay.
now I got to sit with that because even though I don't want to listen to,
I think it
I want to
was
make it up on my own. I'm taking in your guys' feedback anyway. So now I got to take that home and think about it.
Yeah, I think this was a different night.
No, that's
Yeah, this is a different night with the mouse rat shirt. Because this
Okay.
is the night that you.
Wonder what
that's the night I puked. Yeah, because that. Okay.
That's
So
the
we got-
same night.
That's
Yeah.
not the same night.
No,
That
the other
is-
one was a different.
Okay,
clothing.
that night was a bad. That was
A great night. I just puked.
That's the
at
same
end.
night.
It's not the same night.
Yeah, you must have changed or something. Remember, I just said you were, and I have a really good memory, and you usually write about these things. I remember.
You were
Maybe.
drinking every shot
Yeah, but
that
I don't
drank
forget
with
things
me.
like that. I think you changed your shirt. That's the same night.
Black tea, a white tea, and a
On
mouse
the
rat
bench,
shirt.
rapping,
I mean, it's possible.
picking up, and she even held the
When was
hose for
it?
you.
Do I have?
December-
Do I
okay,
have?
look.
Whatever.
It does say December 2015.
Goals.
But see if I'm wearing that. No, see, I don't have the.
August 2015.
No, it's
This
not
is
it.
summer.
It's totally different. It's totally different.
All right. Maybe you're right.
I don't
Maybe
know,
you just had like
but
a
this
hard 4
was-
months.
Yeah,
It was like a year and a half.
Was it?
I'm hecka
Yeah.
skinny.
Apart?
Like in a row, consistently.
Oh.
Just-
Look
I was like,
how
I was on
skinny I
tour
am.
with the Rolling Stones or some shit.
Looks sick.
Let me see.
How are you feeling, babe? Talk
Pretty
to me.
good.
Yeah?
Yeah. This wine's tasty.
It's Wente. Look at
Wente?
yours hair.
Well, now we gotta.
Yeah.
Now we gotta. What are we drinking?
Cab. Some cab.
I'm checking the glass like it's
Capsize.
On there.
like it's the bottle. Drink local.
Oh, but I was saying I have a.
Message has been brought to you by Wente Vineyards in Liverpool.
Wente.
Wente?
Yeah.
Wente?
Remember when we were on BART and we were on our way to the a concert and the guy was taking pictures?
Yeah.
Do you remember that?
Yeah.
So you have that picture
Yeah.
of you.
Uh huh.
You can use that.
And my Panama shirt.
That could be like a profile picture.
Yeah.
He uses that one for
Yeah, for my
on
profile.
Spotify and everything.
I just changed it.
Oh no, I was kind of chunky then. I don't know.
Let's find it.
Great.
This whole podcast is looking at pictures of John.
Yeah, what are we doing
I
here?
could be taking a nap.
What are we doing here? We're 12 minutes in.
That's it?
We're 12 minutes
Yeah,
Oh my
in.
god, it feels
alone.
like a lifetime.
Dang, we talked about so much.
That's it, everybody. That's everything.
Okay, the end.
That's
Let them
all-
know what you think.
That's all we wanted to cover. Again, check
Like-
their Instagram, Titan Creatives, for all the embarrassing photos of me.
Been waiting for this for like five weeks. All right, 10 minutes.
I don't think I want to do a podcast.
I believe that's all, folks.
Why? It's fine. You guys getting a Christmas tree?
Mm,
No.
Layla's just gonna try and eat it.
Yeah, I don't blame you. It'd be
Yeah.
kind of hard.
Why
Or
would
knock
she
it
eat
over.
it?
Yeah. She tries to put everything in her mouth. Yeah.
I mean, we couldn't get a real one.
Carry it
No.
up that hallway. Oh my god, that would be horrible.
Yeah, we wouldn't get a real one. I mean, I don't know.
Is there one in there?
I've never been down with the fake tree, though, you know?
I know.
Yeah, I don't really
I
want
see
a fake
there.
tree if I'm not gonna.
But,
Yeah.
I'd rather not get one than get a fake tree.
but you see how the light?
It's not even that. Like, it's still fine for
See
what
the
it
joy in the
is,
tree?
but I'm not
Yeah,
gonna go
but
get one.
I know, it's
Like,
super.
If
Trust
yeah,
me, it's
if
not
we didn't
our
have
taste,
this
but
already, because this is her mom's. If we didn't have this, I'm not
But-
gonna go spend money on a fake tree.
They up the prices of the trees because of all the fires.
What?
Really?
Mm-hmm.
There was a lot of delivery issues
Oh.
last weekend too. So the few places that did get their trees, because everyone got stuck from the weather, they jacked up their prices just in the day because they know I'm the only one who's got them this weekend. Because everyone wants to get their tree after Thanksgiving. A lot of people couldn't.
That's usually the deal.
So how's married life?
Let's
So
talk
those
about
of
it.
you who don't know, Johnny and Jaimey have been married since October 31st.
2019.
It's been a month and 4 days.
Today is December
5 days.
4th,
You
2019.
gotta make every day count. get all those days in there. Yeah.
Oh my
A month and
god.
5 days.
When we hit 1 year, we were like, fuck yeah. 1 year.
What happened?
When we did what?
I missed that.
No, isn't that crazy how you think like that?
What?
How
What do you say?
think like he's saying just like make every day count. Yeah, we got the next day, another day on our belt.
1 month, 5 days.
And to think of people who've been married for like 50 years.
I know, I love it.
I love it too.
Yeah.
But like, damn.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Right.
The work.
I rarely see it, but that's why when I do see it, it's like, what? That's tight.
So what are the what are the good things about being married? The great things from your hearts.
I got that
deep down there.
I got that good driver car discount on my insurance because of Jaimey.
You're welcome.
Big shout out, big trust to Jaimey. Big shout out.
She's flattered.
No, that actually is a true story because I did get car insurance last month, but that's probably like only the second or third coolest thing.
Oh my god.
Fair enough.
Just kidding.
She's digging a hole right now.
Man.
Yeah, give me a shovel to get out of here. What do you?
Come on.
What do
What's
you got?
number
Babe?
1 and 2? Tell us.
Me first?
Yeah. Well, you said number 3. So what's 1 and 2?
My favorite thing about being married to Jaimey.
Oh no.
I don't know. That's the thing. I don't know. That's.
But he's like Jaimey to Jaimey.
Trying to get out of that hole. He just
Oh
I
no.
don't know.
That was
Every
horrible.
word counts.
Okay, we'll come back to you.
Poke it out.
Unless you want to go.
Well, to me, it's like we were married long before we were married. You know.
But you weren't. So what is the feeling? The great feeling that you got after you got married? What is it? What's the difference?
Have you felt it?
That night, okay, the night we got married, no, the next day we got married, and I went to the fridge, and all I did was, we were sitting on the couch, I got up, I went to the fridge, and I went to get a beer, and I remember putting my hand in the fridge, grabbing the beer, and being like, wow, I'm married. I swear, like, the littlest things like that, like, I'm grabbing a beer as a married man. That was the coolest shit ever to me. That's just the smallest little thing, you know? And then I was hella excited to go tell her that, like,
Yeah.
Aww.
but just, I don't know, just sharing a life with your
Yeah.
best friend.
It was nice.
Just being into everything, yeah.
So I'm just crying.
But that was the
He's
funny,
crying.
I don't know, it was really funny to me because I had no control over that feeling, you know, usually I'm like a step ahead of myself.
Yeah. Your heart felt full, like really full.
Yeah, but that just totally like overtook me. And then all of a sudden I had this wave, this wave of like, you're a husband now.
Mm-hmm.
Your husband.
Right? That's crazy.
Shape up.
What about you?
No, I think I don't know if it was that night or the next night, but I remember telling you like I just feel calm now.
Yeah.
Everything feels like
Like a weight's been
Settled.
lifted.
It's like a
Yeah.
blanket of calmness.
A breath of fresh
Over both
air.
of us.
Yeah.
Some security.
Yeah.
yeah.
The solidarity. Yeah.
Yes.
Solidarity.
Everything felt like
We're same.
Oh, she taught me that word
solid.
today.
It felt
Did I?
You said it, and I probably hadn't heard it before, but I was
Maybe
wow.
like
'Cause
protected,
yeah.
kind of like under an umbrella.
Just that everything
somebody.
made sense.
I know where
It
we
was
are.
it was like putting the final piece of the puzzle on, you know. But really, it was just the first piece of the puzzle. You know.
Yeah.
When you
Bars.
think about
Yeah.
the
Bars.
rest,
Fire.
you know.
That's true.
Yeah. So it was just funny because it was like, it was the final chapter of what we had already been. Like I felt like, but it
That's a
also
whole
is the
level.
same. Or it's also the first chapter in a whole new book.
of
and-
like everything else.
yeah, the
Of
rest of our lives.
what's
And
actually-
it's just the
yeah,
coolest
yeah.
thing.
What's
Yeah.
to come?
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Thanks for asking me that.
You're
yeah.
welcome.
I love talking
I mean,
about
I
Jaimey.
can host the interview.
How about you toast?
You guys had a beautiful. Well, toast to 2019.
Toast
for,
to 2019.
for the John London family because they had a baby. Oh no, wait,
That was
That was
that was
18.
2018.
Yeah,
That's okay.
But I mean, you kind of had your baby the first year.
pretty
of
much.
2019.
Yeah.
yeah. All 2019 was all new.
New baby.
2020 will be great.
Has to.
Already is.
True that. Though.
Okay, but yeah, you don't get out of that question. Now it's your turn.
She's
No, that was it. Like I just
Everything we just said.
everything's like calm. Everything's well.
wait. I have a
not
question
calm, but
for you. What came to, like you woke up and asked him in the morning, right? So did you plan on doing that, or did you just wake up like, F it?
Rewind to October 30th.
so
Yeah.
truthfully, rewind to like 2 months before that, when you agreed to like,
Wait,
we'll wait. Instantly, I was like, I'm not gonna wait.
really? And you left me hanging for 3
Yeah.
months?
Well,
Yeah,
look
but
how
I was
women-
already so like, I didn't want to say that to you and then feel different later.
Yeah.
I guess.
What
yeah.
was- why? What
That's a
was
hard
it?
secret to keep.
But I didn't
I
know
could see
if I
her
was
really
really.
sure.
secret.
I would.
I
be
was
able to act
already
like that
so
when I
unsure.
marry you.
Yeah, she didn't want to keep going back and forth with you.
Right.
Cause she's like, I want to do it, but maybe not.
But what triggered you at that moment when he said, "Okay,
and that's
we
just
can
gonna
wait"?
mess with you.
Was it the infatuation of like his patience and he's willing to wait, and you're like, you know what, I'm gonna give it to him, or was it like, haha, just kidding, I'm gonna get you in 2 months, you know?
No. It was like
evil.
No. I really did want to wait.
Yeah.
For the whole planning and
I know.
Like
I got that. Yeah.
But it was never about like not wanting to be married.
I got
to
that.
you.
You told me that. We had that conversation.
Yeah. Well, the world doesn't.
No, I know.
That.
But
that's part of the explanation. Like, I wanted to wait for the big party, the big shebang in front of everyone, but I didn't want to wait to be your wife.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, that's where I was coming from. Like, yeah, we could have had the party 2020 or whatever, but 2019, I just wanted to be your husband.
Yeah.
You know? And we wanted that in 2018, you know? And then,
but you know what? I didn't tell
wait.
anyone until like 2 days before, and then I told my mom. Or no, actually, I didn't tell anyone until...
Yeah.
So you kind of both like asked each other to marry one another.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I proposed.
You proposed to him too.
No, I yeah, you did. She
you
did.
proposed.
I proposed.
But I mean, I did
year
too.
Before.
She proposed.
She finalized, yeah. She pretty much said, we're getting married. Let's go. Get your shoes on.
No, I said, do you want to be my husband for Halloween?
Yeah.
Where did you say that at? Where were you at in the room?
We were in bed.
Yeah.
We just woke
You woke
up
up and said that?
She woke me up.
Then what happened?
I'll let you
Just
talk.
kidding.
Tell her.
No.
Stop there.
There was way too much to talk about. Yeah.
Well, Halloween is our anniversary anyway. So I got a card, and I really don't remember what I even wrote in the card, because the card doesn't exactly matter this time around. But at the end I wrote, get ready for the best surprise or something like that. And then you were like, he was like half asleep. I woke him up at 7 trying to do this before I had to go to work.
Oh, it was your anniversary on Halloween?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I woke him up
Did
with
I
like
know
an
that?
anniversary card, but then he was like, what's the surprise?
That's cool.
It was.
And then I was
Because
just like, well.
Yeah. Because you were probably, maybe you were expecting like just dinner or something, like a general surprise.
I mean, we
When
had barely
Yeah.
any money. We both knew we weren't going to do anything like big for our anniversary.
But the courthouse isn't
it's
that
not
big,
cheap,
you know? No,
but it's not.
It wasn't that bad.
Yeah.
But I knew it wasn't something big, like unaffordable big. So when I read that card, I kind of did think.
Did you?
Yeah.
Really?
I kind of did think, holy shit, maybe she wants to get married today. Yeah. But still, even then, when you told me, hearing it out loud, it was still like, oh my god, yeah. It was still like, holy shit, because you don't have time to prepare. Like, today's the day. You go off of your heart and what you've wanted this whole time. You don't need your head to talk you out or into anything else, you know?
That was actually really fun to do, because I don't do anything like that ever.
Yeah.
Right, to him.
Get married?
Or get married.
No, just like spontaneous like that.
Yeah, and we knew, I mean, we had talked to her mom, because we were kind of freaking out. So we...
That day?
Yeah, that morning. A lot happened in like 2 hours.
Yeah.
By 9:30,
we
had talked ourselves in and out of it 2 or 3 times.
What?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, just because, I don't know, like...
We had already gone so back and forth with everyone. Like,
yeah.
What were the cons?
We decided we were going to have a wedding and for everyone. And then we told everyone that and, started planning that. Then we canceled it. And then it was just like... Yeah.
A con for me was, like, we were going behind our friends and family's back. Like, but... just because, like...
I didn't think...
Not going behind their back, but we didn't...
Tell anybody.
We didn't factor in that, like...
They'd want to be a part of it.
But that sounds bad. Obviously, we knew they would want to be a part of it. But, like, that they would be hurt if we did it without them.
Mm-hmm.
That's what happens when you're so in love, though, and only the person in front of you matters.
Yeah, so then that's where we ended up. Was like, do we want to worry about everybody else in our lives that are going to love us no matter what unconditionally, or do we want to do what we want to do and be married to each other, you know? And so we called her mom, and she pretty much reassured us on that. Like, when the sun sets tonight, do you want to wait another year to have a party and have some friends and family and some extra, or do you want to be married to each other?
Yeah. Which
said,
is
okay,
the real thing.
Yeah.
I was very surprised with, like,
does it make
both my parents
were supportive.
Yeah.
Very supportive, yeah.
Very supportive.
Even my mom, too, yeah.
Do you feel a difference of living together and being married in actuality than opposed to just not being married and living with one another?
Yeah, actually, I do. Even like considering our living condition right now, like
Yeah.
There's nobody you'd rather be with than that.
Yeah, like I don't think I could handle that with anyone else.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I told before we moved out of our apartment. That's what I told her, like, just being together. That's all that really matters.
Yeah.
And you know what? We knew all of that when we were getting, like, before we got married, too, that this is how it was going to be, and we're going to be in some uncomfortable position.
Yeah.
But then that was another thing, like, after we were married, I was like, it's fine. Everything's fine.
Yeah.
Like, we're going to figure it out.
Yeah.
Because there's no back door.
I feel I can handle things a lot calmer now.
Yeah.
That's a woman's nature too. The calmness that you probably felt too was like, yeah, I'm under this man now, or like I have him because we want to be protected and taken care of, and so like I have him now. He's not going anywhere, right? So like you feel.
I didn't really think he was going anywhere, but like
no, but like you really are not going anywhere. Like when you when
like
you're just together and you're not married, they can like any one of us can bounce.
Hide my car keys or something.
Exactly. But now it's like
you're not
okay,
going anywhere.
Just got a rifle cabinet.
Oh my
In
god!
case I try and make a run for it.
that's exactly it.
Where are
Just
you?
kidding.
Vice versa.
Yeah. But you just have to.
Ball and chain.
Yeah. But no, we knew. I mean, not an ideal start, but all that it doesn't.
I mean, that's okay.
Well, I told Lindsay earlier today on the way home.
It's
from
all
the
a
movies,
learning
like,
process.
Yeah.
That's the thing. It's like
No, for sure. But we feel like we've had a full plate since probably we've gotten together.
Yeah.
Like since we chose to.
even be together.
Yeah, because we didn't. I mean, we'd started dating, but we got pretty serious pretty quick.
Yeah.
You guys knew each other, right?
Yeah, we've known each other since we were 17.
So you kind of had the right to like move
Quick.
kind of quick.
We just
There's
knew
history.
what it was. Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah.
I mean, dating wasn't like, let's get to know you. I already
Yeah.
knew you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Comfortable already.
It was
Yeah.
all in or
Skip
or
like a
not
year.
at all.
Yeah.
Or a couple.
It wasn't. I'll just say I know it wasn't long before I knew like I was living for you. I wasn't really living for myself. Like.
What does that mean?
How does that make you feel when you hear him say that?
It makes me nervous, but it makes me like instinctively I want to be like, you shouldn't like want to live for other people. Live for yourself. Like do things for yourself. But the other part of me is like,
So she was.
I know the way you mean it isn't
How were you perceiving?
right. It's not. Yeah.
The way it sounds is like if Jaimey wasn't here, you'd kill yourself.
Does it really?
Yeah,
A
kind of
little bit,
like,
but it
okay.
all. Yeah.
And it's yeah, or to me, like
Well,
that would be a lot to be on my shoulders. You feel like, oh my god, I'm keeping you alive.
I just mean I
Right.
mean living for somebody like sharing a life with them.
okay.
That's
Like,
different.
Is it?
He's
'Cause-
explaining
That's
it. He's
way
explaining why.
Is
it's
it different? Because
Or you're reiterating.
yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
obviously we share a life, but when
But people
when
can't.
you don't.
Well, I'm talking
When
about like
you're
Romeo
single
and
and
Juliet.
you're doing,
You
like-
factor in your wife and your daughter, and you're living for other people. You're not just living for yourself.
No,
Right.
I'm working my ass off.
That's
for
how I
them.
know that's what
Yeah.
you mean.
Okay.
Like I know that's what you mean. But when you first say it, I'm always like, that sounds so
Take
like.
a Xanax and go to sleep.
Is it a Xanax and a glass of wine? Damn. Is it drastic? Does it sound?
It
does.
sounds a little
It
drastic,
sounds
but I
like-
know it sounds very intense.
It makes
Yeah.
me concerned.
It sounds
What?
like poetic love, like
Yeah.
Romeo and Juliet.
I guess
like,
that's just me. That I'm kind of an intense, drastic.
Yeah,
and I
that's-
know that's
voc-
not what you.
vocally.
That's
yeah.
why I asked, like, how do you feel, Jaimey? Because
I guess
to
I'd
the
be a little
receiver.
creeped out if some chick told me I live for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd probably be like, we got a
The
stage
only
5.
person who really.
We got a stage 5.
I don't know.
Yeah.
As long as she understands, obviously, that's
Yeah.
most important.
No, I always smile when he says that because I know what you mean by it.
Shit, I guess I'll just live for myself. Fuck it.
No, please don't do that.
Just do whatever
No,
the fuck
you're
I
gonna
want all
die.
the time.
You're gonna die if she leaves.
Yeah.
You keep looking for her. She's the pulse in your
Put
heart.
a bullet
blood your
in my
veins.
head.
So,
How much?
what provoked you to do this
to me.
podcast, John?
What
What
provoked
is the
me?
history of it? What pushed you? What's the?
Well, I started like a year ago. I recorded.
Oh yeah.
I had maybe like a half a dozen about a year ago. But I don't know. It started off honestly, actually, the
More
very
than a year ago.
the very first spark to the flame I had was just randomly on Facebook or something. I saw that an NBA player, CJ McCollum, did a podcast, and I was like, that changed everything.
Why? Why did that change everything?
It changed everything. Like it broadened a lot of things for me because I'm like, whoa, this dude's an NBA player. Like, you play ball. Like, that's to me, that's probably how like a 10-year-old thinks, but to me, that's like, you're an NBA player, you play ball, and that's like it. You know,
two different worlds.
You have your off season where you do whatever you want in your time, but to the rest of the world, you're an NBA player. And then I found out he had a podcast, and two worlds collided. I'm like, whoa, you can do that and do it. Like, I don't know why it was such a big switch. It's probably pretty common. A lot of people do more than one thing. But that interested me because I just thought it was kind of cool. I was like, and especially for an NBA player, because how much I like basketball, and then for them to have some kind of artistic outlet that isn't just rap, you know. A lot of NBA players rap and stuff like that, which is cool.
Nice.
What's his name? CJ McCollum.
CJ McCollum, if you're listening.
No, I'm not really a fan of you.
I'm not really a fan of you.
I'm not really a fan of you. Like, on the basketball floor, yeah. Not really a fan. Him and KD had words. And I still back KD, even though he's gone. It's okay. Still my boy. But I don't know, just when I discovered that two different things could be, you know, one thing, I was like, that's cool.
So what happened after that?
If he could do that, I could do something like that.
After what?
After
that was the beginning a year ago.
Oh.
Yeah.
He talks like you do.
Yeah.
Yeah,
see?
Ramble?
You guys hit, what is it called?
Ramble
Stallone? Like, you have to touch here.
Yeah, I gotta say seven.
My mouth can't keep up with my mind most of the time. Most of the time, that's what's going on. But anyways,
what happened after that?
Thought it was cool. I'm trying to remember.
Oh. Let me talk.
Yeah, I remember better in silence. Even 3 whole seconds.
Stop asking me questions and I can think.
3 whole seconds of silence isn't a bad thing. And 3, yeah. All right. So, anyways, I remember. It never occurred to me that I could do a podcast on my own. I always thought that I had to have a guest or some kind of thing like that. So I spent a lot of time I got some friends to do it. I did one with Ray. I had Junior, the nephew, on once. We did one with Jaimey.
That was like the very first one.
Yeah. And then, I don't know. But then I did one by myself for the first time, just talking about what I had anticipated coming with fatherhood, because Layla wasn't born yet. So that was the first one I did. That was about 45 minutes of me talking.
I love that one.
That was a good one. That was the only one I really had with me. But then I don't know. Layla came and I put it down for a long time, and then even just picking it back up didn't occur until like a month ago. Yeah, like two months ago, I started getting back into it, listening to stand up, doing stuff like that.
Studying it a little.
Studying it, researching what goes into it, picking what I liked from certain podcasts, what I didn't like, what people did.
That's where On the John came from.
But but yeah, I thought it was always a cool hobby that I could do, and something that I could do. Fuck, just sit in front of a microphone and talk. I can do that. Whatever. Get the stuff out of my mind and get whatever's thinking.
It's interesting because you don't really talk.
Yeah. I don't always have a lot to say. I talk a shit ton of Jaimey. She won't tell you that. She'll be like, he never shuts up.
No, I mean,
no.
I can see that. You
don't think so?
No, I'm always saying you don't say anything.
I guess.
Do we just open another can?
Jerry.
No, but I was gonna say a lot of quiet people have a lot of thoughts. There's so many that you can't get them out.
Yeah. And then
True.
We had talked about this, Jaimey and I, last night, and then I was talking with Lindsay a little bit today. But like, a lot of anxieties came with it. A year ago, like, I was so close to even putting it out there. I had them ready to go, you know, like they were ready in the chamber there. All I had to do was share it, and just too much in my head about rejection and what if it doesn't hit the way I think, or what if nobody gives a shit, and what if or get laughed at, you know, just for sharing something, and not even in the comments, but like people just, I don't know. you run through everything, right?
Totally.
So the social anxiety of it, just like totally talked myself out of it. And even lately, I mean, I go up and down with it. There's some weeks where I'm like, yeah, I'm totally ready, let's do this. I have all the confidence in the world. And there's some times where I don't want to think about sharing my personal thoughts with everybody who, you know what I mean? But then also, what matters is that it's a good outlet for me. What matters is that it's a positive, solid hobby that I can get into, a passion, really, that I can get into and make my own and put my mark on it, you know, my own kind of brand.
Kind of touched on the talking yourself out of it thing.
Yeah.
Something I learned maybe like a month or two ago is like what ifs. When you go to if you have like a what if thought, it's really like an agreement with a lie. You know? Does that make sense?
An agreement with a lie?
Yeah. Because you're just talking yourself out of it.
Like if
I like that.
If there's a lie in your head saying nobody's gonna like me or listen to you, you're like, well, you're right. What if nobody's gonna like me or listen to me? So you're like agreeing with the lie in your head.
And then you
But
convince
it's like
yourself that it's true.
Carter's
So you.
meltdown
Yeah.
last night.
Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense. I agree with you totally. A lot of it's...
You're gonna elaborate on that meltdown?
Oh no, he's talking.
I was like, I didn't hear about the meltdown.
No. Yeah, it's a lot like that meltdown. Tell him.
No, just my nephew had a meltdown. He told John about his school concert, and John told me, and I got all excited. And he got excited, and he was like, "Can you come? It's da-da-da-da this day." And I was like, "Yeah, I'll be there." And like 2-3 minutes later, he's just having a full-blown meltdown. You're not gonna make it. You can't make it. You're gonna be too far away. I was like, "No, I'm gonna be there." No, and he's crying and freaking out. So like, he was worried maybe I couldn't be there, and he convinced himself so hard that he had a meltdown about it.
That's crazy.
Yeah, he totally talked himself into it. Was all going one direction, and then he flipped the switch suddenly, and then talked himself out of it. All of a sudden, I couldn't make it. Jaimey couldn't make it.
The rest of the night.
Yeah.
You guys aren't going to make it. I'm like, yeah.
And
I'm telling him, yes, I am. His head is telling him, no, you're not.
And so I asked him, like, is it during school?
Yeah.
Like, is it during the day? Is it at school? Is that why you think I can't? Because it's while you're at school. He's like, yeah, but then there's a night show, and I don't know. He's 6.
Traffic.
You know, so.
Just kidding.
Yeah.
Seriously.
Yeah.
You have to Uber there, and you can't.
I live in the Bay Area.
Carpool.
And I don't want to make you pay all that money.
Ride
But
share.
that's
I know
him,
the
and
value
that
of $1.
He's a very worried person.
Yeah.
So it's like he has a lot of
It
what
makes
ifs,
sense.
and he does that all the time.
Biggest
And
heart.
that's kind of this. I mean, yeah, similar.
Yeah. That one you're just gonna have to like learn. Like, okay, look at the last couple of times you freaked out.
Right,
Every
it's gonna be
time it's
fine.
been okay. So why, think that it's not?
Yeah.
But so that's just something. I mean, even if I have something, and then I start thinking like, well, what if this?
Yeah.
Just shut it down and go back to like the original
Right.
feeling.
Yeah. Exactly. Why did I want to start this in the first place?
Right. So
Yeah.
just start recognizing like when you start thinking what if, think about like the opposite, like because the what if feeling is making you want to go away from something, but just so whatever that's attached to,
What if it's fine?
But even
what if
yeah,
everything's
even if
great?
you plug that in with my case, like, I don't know, because I mentioned like worried about not being accepted, but it's not even that I want to be accepted or want this great grand like, wow, you did this is great, I listened to your episode and it was so cool.
The
I got something
acceptance still hurts. It's still there, like when people say no,
Well, even
you want to
the
be
point,
successful.
I just want it out there. I just want. I don't know.
It's something you
like,
care about. You want
even
it
if it's
to-
neutral, like just as long as I put it out there,
Mm-hmm.
I think it's got to be for you. Like you have to want to do it.
Yeah.
You definitely have to have passion.
No,
Otherwise,
yeah.
I mean, if you get enough no's, then you're just gonna stop, and then it's like, well, what'd you even start for if you don't care about it?
Yeah.
That's why I would say, even with my music, like I'm gonna do it regardless. I'm just kind of sharing it with you. I could totally lock it away, but I choose to share it with you.
Yeah.
And for an artist too, because this is art.
Yeah.
Like if you're not doing it, you're gonna
Right.
not be happy for the rest of your life. If you're not doing it, you're gonna feel some type of way.
Yeah.
That's how he was.
Yeah. That's
Like,
a terrible feeling.
I didn't realize that. Like I used to put like boundaries on like the music and going to the studio and things like that, and how unhappy he was.
Yeah.
And
it'll make you sick.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Kind of stir crazy, lose your mind.
Well, it's like you're ready to, like, you know, get something out of you or off of your chest or your shoulder, and there's something, like, keeping it there. So it makes you like, I gotta get this out. That's
been me the last, like, 4 weeks. It's like, I don't know, I want to be doing this, you know, and even, like, 2 days ago, I had this overwhelming, like, sensation of goodness. Like, I just wanted to do something good that day.
Mm-hmm.
That's good.
Yeah, it was great. It was a great feeling. But even just something small as being in public and just holding the door for somebody, you know, like just taken over by this goodness, and you just want to do it. That's a little bit off topic from exactly what we're talking about, but kind of the same thing.
So eventually, you just got to the point where F it.
Yeah.
Just gonna set it up.
Yeah. Just started looking into it more.
Yeah.
But also that feeling of like, if I don't do this, you know, already upset with myself that I let it go so far. Mm-hmm. And okay, a year has gone and I haven't done anything. Do I feel any better? No.
Right.
I feel like I missed an opportunity. But I don't know, at the same time, I feel like I wasn't brave enough. And like, just, I don't know.
So that happiness probably triggered, like how you said a few days ago, the happiness that you're thinking about probably triggered like some like, yeah, I'm going to do it. You know, like you got excited about it. Yeah, enthusiasm, exactly.
A lot of it's confidence.
To look forward to.
Confidence.
Yeah, a lot of it's confidence. I gotta have the confidence to be able to speak my mind and put it out there, no matter how it's gonna be interpreted. You know,
and courage too.
Yeah, I've always been negative on myself. Like I don't have a platform. Nobody gives a shit. And really, that's it. No, who gives a shit? Like,
right. Yeah.
And I'm probably a lot of the same way with those things. If I saw something like that, I'd probably keep scrolling. You know, but it's not about getting 100,000 people to stop and like my shit. It's just about spending time better.
Yeah.
You know, just doing something constructive.
Well, I can come from like a childhood thing too, being shut down as a kid. Then as you get, you know, to an adult, you're like, does anybody even care what I have to say?
Yeah, I talked to Jaimey about that last night. Like,
because I've been told my whole life, be quiet.
Yeah, we played baseball. We played baseball at an early age, but after that, what did we have that was really like where you're on this stage where people are like, wow, you're really good at this or you're really good at that, you know? Mm-hmm. I haven't had anything since that. Like, I don't know. So that kind of comes from wanting that acceptance, I guess. But it's solely got to be for me. You're right. It's got to be because it's my passion and it's because I want to do what I want to do.
You want to do a shit
and
show.
That's why we're here.
And just the conversations are just funny sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is
like a lot of good can come
from time is going to be good.
A lot of good can come from.
You're a funny person, you know. So eventually, like, it's going to get funny.
Yeah. And I'm thinking, you know, I don't know if I spend 50
the Disney
you know, even if I spend 50 minutes rambling about nothing and, you know, 12 people listen and one person's like, hey, that was a funny, you know, whatever, that one.
Yeah.
I'd be like, hey, cool, right on.
It works for
any
you.
connection.
And
any connection. Like, I feel like it is a good platform for connection.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And even if, you know, a safe place to discuss, I don't know, maybe even some things that people are afraid to talk about, you know. But that comes from taking that step of being brave and putting it out there. And then it's putting it somewhere rather than sitting and stirring with it, you know. All the negativity that just builds and builds and builds, you gotta leak it somewhere.
Yeah.
You know, you gotta leak the boat a little bit. So
I think it's gonna be great.
It'll be good.
I think you're gonna be
I think it already is.
Just for you in general. Like you're gonna be
more, you know, like you say.
Yeah,
you know
that too. But I just think
practice.
Well, no, for sure, making it a consistent thing.
Yeah, but you're just gonna feel lighter. You're gonna be. I just feel like your days are gonna be like better.
I need my mark on the world. You know, I need something that tells me that I'm here, tells me that I'm alive. Most of the time I spend driving around feeling like a ghost, you know? I need something that connects me to the world. And yeah, I'm going against like everything I believed in for the longest time with social media and all that shit, but it's a way to connect.
Yeah.
And this is totally different than, like, I'm going to make myself into a character that everyone on social media likes. You know what I mean? This is...
Yeah.
You get to do this and not worry about...
Yeah, I want it to be real and organic and just flow.
Yeah.
There's no facade. There's no mask. There's just a microphone.
Yeah. You don't need 20 lights in here and...
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
One would be good.
Just one. Just one. Anybody got a lighter or something?
But I just mean it doesn't have to be a
match.
big production.
Yeah.
We're sitting here in the pitch black.
You wouldn't have to I would have to put
Powers
my
out.
on.
Candle?
No,
I'm just
you
kidding.
can't walk in and just be all about it. He's like,
I'm kidding, people. The electricity works
you
fine.
want
We're here in a well.
I had to check on Roman.
Even the fake
was-
Christmas trees up.
He's just laying there. He didn't throw up, though.
You would have heard it.
Our cat is sick.
Yeah, his cat is sick. Our cat.
His cat is sick.
That's a
Fancy.
family cat now.
My nephew.
London boy.
Yeah.
Roman London. That's a
I
strong
want to go
name.
Roman London too.
That's his name.
Roman London the
That's it.
second.
I want to go Roman London too.
Roman London. Got it.
Yeah.
Roman London. Wow. Look at that.
Boom, boom. Where's that?
I didn't even think about
that.
I didn't even catch that. Because we've been saying Roman for
No.
Roman London.
No.
Stupid.
Getting all shy.
No.
Okay.
Should we go?
Yeah, really. So they're currently holding hands. Looks like they're thumb wrestling. Let me get
One,
through. Let me
two,
get
three,
through.
four.
Let me get through. Excuse me.
All right.
Yeah, she doesn't let
This
the
is nice
grass
that
get-
we don't have to drive all the way back to Fremont, though.
Right?
Yeah.
I miss Fremont though.
I do,
Yeah.
too.
But yeah, you guys are like 2 blocks away.
10 minutes.
Yeah.
2 blocks, 10 minutes, same thing. You don't live in the manor, do you?
Marina.
Like
Marina.
right on the other side though.
Yeah. We gotta go past it.
Gotta go
Through
in
it.
Yeah.
Sometimes around it.
Did we go over it?
One time above it. Never underneath it.
Good, that's good, you guys.
Thanks.
One time from the back.
Okay.
Too much?
That was funny.
One too many.
As long
Okay.
as you laughed. I guess we laughed at it. That's good.
That was funny.
It's not me if I don't take it. If I'm not the guy that takes it one step too far.
Yeah, you're right. You always do ruin the
True.
joke.
I have to. I do. I have to ruin it.
You
If
do
if
the
it's a
joke.
great joke, I have to make sure that it ends somewhere. Otherwise, people are gonna try and keep going. No, this joke is done.
So now that I know that,
This joke is done. It's over. Move on.
I don't care how dumb it sounds.
I'm the ruiner of jokes.
I say it proudly. What did you say?
Joke ruiner.
Joke ruiner.
Like Batman.
Yeah.
Old Batman.
Yeah.
Someone's showing their age.
Dang.
Too much
That
already.
burned.
Joke I
There
did.
you go
That's
again.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
mean, if you're just
That
ready
joke
for
is
it.
done.
That's what she said. You ever feel like that? Like you just need something to
Be fulfilled.
not even fulfill. I get my fulfillment other
Release.
places. Yeah, like
Release.
just something that makes you feel a part of something.
Yeah.
You know?
Never.
As a man, that's very important.
Exactly. Yeah.
We
Yeah.
need to know where we belong.
Yeah.
In the sense of no belonging is, what am I doing?
Yeah.
It's really dangerous. But
Yeah.
that comes with our creation. We're created to know where we need to, where we belong. That's just part of being a man. Bro. You.
Man.
But bro, because then you walk comfortably. You know what you're doing.
Tell me more. Tell me more about
Purpose.
this.
That's why you can't live for somebody else. That's dangerous.
Yeah.
Is that
I
on your
mean,
mind, honey?
I don't know.
Huh?
Living for
Or
somebody.
is that
Yeah.
it's just really important.
Now that you've totally I've done 180 on that. I'm never gonna say it.
Right?
Yeah, well, that's good.
Living for.
As long as
I just
the
mean
truth.
selflessly, like living selflessly. There's nothing wrong with that.
And that's good, but that's not how it comes across as at all.
You know, a lot of things that I say
Come across as
Or-
You know,
guy.
that's
or
very true.
or post or whatever.
Hey, man, you
I'd say
okay?
90% of the things that
Are
I
you
do want to
okay?
share come across as holy shit, that dude needs a doctor. That's probably why I haven't done
Really?
this. Yeah,
Who
fuck
told you
yeah.
that?
Society.
His second voice in his head. The what if voice.
My wife. My wife. Every
what was the
girl
question?
ever dated.
Everyone.
You should probably not say that. Yeah, pretty much everybody is. I
I
don't
forgot
know.
the
I've never
question
felt
was.
like I had a place in.
Oh.
I never have. Yeah, especially even just putting social media under the magnifying glass. Like I never felt like I had a spot even there. So, I don't know. That's a weird feeling.
It's crazy because
Yeah.
that's how he used to be, just like that.
What?
Yeah.
Like just not heard, or like you want to be like your voice needs to be heard, or just I don't know, like
Yeah.
Purpose.
When I sit on an album, it drives me insane. Because
Me too.
well,
I'm like, spit it out already.
yeah. Right. So like there's that, and then even I always said sometimes if it would feel like I'm playing music to deaf people. Because I have it's ready, but I wasn't on social media, and I didn't really have like an outlet. Because I'm not out there. I'm not doing live performances.
Yeah.
I'm not passing out stuff in front of Rasputin.
Yeah.
It's literally an online,
Yeah.
presence. So if you only have an online presence, you have to be online. And if you're not online, then that's where I feel like I have this stuff, but I'm keeping it to myself.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes, because I said earlier, like, you're going to do it regardless. But sometimes it's like, okay, but now I feel like I'm about to throw up.
Yeah.
Because I have too much. Now I just got to put it out. And that's when you get to the point where, like, this is just happening.
Yeah.
So you're going to hear it, and you're either going to like it or not. It don't matter, because it's just going to keep coming.
Isn't it on...
For your health.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's to the point to where it's like, okay, something's wrong with him. He needs to go to the studio. Or go do something now. That's because I know that after he does it, he'll come back and be a better man.
Mm-hmm.
And that's not in my control. There's nothing I can do to make him better or fix him or whatever. That's like his... That's
kind of what I was saying earlier. Like, this is just going to help you feel
whole.
Yeah.
No, even writing, I hadn't written in well over a year. But
we should name the podcast Dear John.
The what?
No, thanks.
Dear John.
No thanks.
I'm glad you thought that was funny. That's what wives are for.
Just the way you said that was funny.
I have no idea what I was even going to say before
They're
that.
meant to be.
I really don't know what I was saying before that.
You haven't been writing.
Oh yeah, I hadn't been writing for like well over a year, but
I'm not even listening.
I picked up a journal and wrote the other day, and I was in a way better mood, so much better mood. But I was also writing music.
You need an outlet. You like even if it's
Well, it got me into wanting to write music again.
Brothers was so
lyrics.
cute. It was good actually, not just cute, huh? Brothers.
Have you heard it?
What?
It's not
She's
out
had
yet.
to have.
It's not out. That's the
The
thing.
song Brothers. That's what it's called, Brothers.
Yeah.
A song with me and AJ and Ray.
And Victoria.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Brothers.
Brothers and Victoria.
Brothers
I don't know
and
the
Ray.
names of things, but yes, I've heard it.
Yeah.
I liked
she's
it.
talking about.
Was that fun?
It was very fun. It was
It's one of my
It's
favorite
perfect.
pictures.
What
is
does that
dance
cost?
studio.
All of that together.
Depends.
yeah. It depends who's.
If it's Ray or if it's me.
If it's Ray,
Depends
it's
who's
cheaper.
got the discount.
if it's Ray, he pays and gets different. I pay and get different. That's all. I'm gonna leave it at that.
different needs.
It's not. It's frowned upon. You can't tell
Talk
them.
No
about
disclosure.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, sorry.
Gotta have some
That looks
boundaries.
real fun.
What it costs is blood, sweat, and tears.
Okay.
And the drive.
For you guys, it costs Ray probably an arm and
Cost me a buzz and a nice drive home. Right.
and a good
right
song.
And a good song.
No, but Ray's way more developed.
Good conversation.
So
Because
it's
when
cheaper?
Ray, for Ray, yeah, I mean,
He's in and out. One take.
well, they spend most of the time making the beat. Like Ray already has his lyrics. He has like a sample, but when he goes there, he's developed enough as an artist where he knows like what instruments and what sounds he can kind of
He's been doing
make
it
it.
for a long time. Too,
Yeah.
huh?
There was, I mean, back in
Shout out
the
to
day.
Bugsy.
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 Bugsy Pokes. The notorious.
Is it Muggsy?
Yeah, with the
I
M.
thought it was Bugsy.
No.
Oh man.
Like the rabbit. Isn't
Bugs Bunny.
Killed it.
Bugsy was a pro.
You're
I
fired.
really thought
You're
it was
fired.
Bugsy.
Yeah.
Okay. Stroke is done. It's over.
I forgot what I was even saying.
Studio days.
Oh yeah, so I
More
mean,
experience.
so he goes in there and he knows what he wants, but he pays a flat rate. Let's just leave it at that. So that's cool. So I mean, he can go in and just make a beat one day and spend the whole day on that, and then he can come back and record. But Ray, he doesn't even use his phone. It's all memorized. Because he sits on a song and goes over it. And, I mean, if you're going down to the detail of, like, I have to pick the instruments, then you got to be sitting with that song for a minute. I mean, he's got other things he's doing. So, I'm not there yet.
Oh, you're kind of scattered, huh?
I'm always
Like
scattered.
you have a lot of songs, you have a lot on your mind.
Yeah.
You're heavy with writing.
I write, like, 5 songs at a time. It's annoying. But that's because I can't sit down and just focus on one. I don't have the time. So it just depends how I feel. When I keep feeling the same feeling, going back to the same song and being able to write to it, eventually it'll come to pass.
And then you always feel like you're playing catch up.
Yeah.
Like you have to finish this so you can move on to the next, but then you already have the next, so then you have to finish both of those to move on to the next.
Yeah.
But it never ends.
Right.
Do you write in like a form of a song, or are you writing just like...
It depends how much time I have and if it just comes out.
You write there?
Where? Oh,
the
no.
studio?
No. I have to be ready. But I'm just saying, like, the writing process before even booking the studio.
We've done that before, haven't we? I know I have. Haven't you done that?
Yeah,
With
but
us,
it's never
where
been...
we go there and we have nothing ready and we write a verse. I did that.
The time we brought Jaimey there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
that
I
was
did that with
like...
Jaimey.
That's just not how I operate.
Yeah, it definitely. I could tell.
If I had the money like that and knew like that's just what I'm going there for.
Yeah.
Then cool, but
Just to kick it in the studio and like write?
yeah, but that's not what
You
we
pay
were there
for that?
Time is
No,
money.
I don't.
Yeah.
I'm not doing that.
Oh. No, I mean like... So you pay to sit in the studio with the producer and you're writing? Like people don't come in with the lyrics?
Some people do.
Mm.
Ray does. We go in there. We're ready to go when we go in there. This was them making the beat, but while they're making the beat, they're it's like, why
I
don't
could
you write
see
something?
that. Yeah.
As the song's being developed
Okay, that makes sense.
and like made, then
Yeah.
try to write something.
Got it.
But we weren't expected to write and record that day.
That's kind of cool though that people can find a song off of like the beat or what they hear trigger something,
Yeah, I mean that's when you get really good at it. There's times 2 weeks ago I sat down waiting for Valentina, probably like an hour and a half, and I wrote a chorus, the verse, and like half of a second verse. And I haven't wrote in like months. I think I was texting you about it. That was cool because I haven't wrote nothing in hecka long. But yeah, so before I would play catch up for hecka long. That was annoying. I'm finally at the point where like I have nothing.
That's how I was.
After 25/8, everything is like up to date.
That's a good feeling.
Well, no, because I'm changing my music, so
But
now
that's-
it's like starting all the way over.
That's fine. That's still a good feeling because it's current. It's not digging up the past to try and get to the future.
Yeah, it's definitely
you can
now.
live in the moment.
Yeah, but now it's like, even when I went there, my last studio session, Justin told me, he's like, next time you come in, or even just like an exercise for your next song, try to, like, don't use the words I or I'm. It's like, first I said, just okay, and I was thinking about it. It's not that I say it a lot, but sometimes I do. It's just more of, get more descriptive. There's other words, instead of saying, I feel like this, will describe the feeling better, paint a picture more. There's a million ways to do it. So I started, he even said too, like, look at all of like the really good songwriters and study how they're writing their songs. Like every single word, So I started looking at like the lyric videos, and then a lot of my favorite songs, like, yeah, you're right. They'll say like I'm and I here and there, but it's usually inside the sentence.
Right.
Rarely it'll be the first word of the sentence. So everything's changing.
Yeah.
Writing style, the content, everything is changing.
Because
that's why it's all at the beginning. I got plenty of like half songs, rough versions, but then it goes to the point where like it's cool today. I like it today. I wait like a week and a half, 2 weeks, come back to it and try to pick up where I left off. I ain't feeling it no more.
Well, that's kind of what we talked about, right? About talking yourself into that lie. Like
yeah, but this is just more of like I'm just not feeling it. It made sense.
But maybe you're second guessing yourself.
Maybe.
What you? But also, I know the feeling. I know the feeling of wanting to be better. Like as an artist, you want to be constantly better.
Well, when I write, I'm usually feeling something, or I'm in the headspace of what the song's about. Sometimes I'll try to force it. Yeah, I'm not in the mood for that. Yeah. And I'm not feeling that, literally. Yeah. Whatever emotion or whatever I was getting at when I first wrote this song. So I have to wait.
It's like drawing a picture and then not liking it, coming it up and like keep going.
That's cool. I mean, you can have...
Well, it's more like drawing a picture and then being like, I want to draw another picture.
Put that in the bottom of the drawer.
I'm not throwing it away. Yeah, I'm just storing it.
I'll come back to this later.
Well, that's fine. You can have hundreds
Painters
of songs.
really do that too.
Yeah.
Creating
you can have hundreds of songs in the vault, that's fine. You don't need to like...
I just hate having
because it's taking up space there, it doesn't need to take up space in your head that like, man, I gotta do something with that. It's fine where it is. It's there. It's where it's supposed to be. Whatever you're working on currently, that's what's important.
Do you get rid of it? Or do you have a vault? Well, you have your notes.
Yeah, it's all
iPhone, right?
Yeah, okay. It's all on my notes.
But you don't like delete anything, right?
No.
Okay.
It's all there.
Unless you're pretty adamant on something and you're like, nah.
I usually just edit. It's fine. Coolio. That's my segment. See you next week, folks.
Well, you, Lindsay, ever
wrote a song?
Wrote any songs?
Actually, she's written something for me.
I wrote one song. But I'm not.
I have to kind of chop it up a little bit, take words out, add some in, just to make it kind of flow and it rhymes.
Is that right?
Yeah, but I haven't found like the right beat.
That's gonna have to be ran by me.
It's her original RP work.
No, it's really good. I don't have a beat. She just
wrote
it.
That's how it goes.
Yeah.
I mean,
I just wrote it. I took like half of it out and put my words in.
No, that's kind of how it goes. I've written.
But like, let me do that. I bet you I could do that.
No, what I'm saying is, once I find a beat for it, then I can feel like, how do I want this to go? Same message, majority of the words, but once I find a beat, then.
So I just want to make note that I'm really excited for the music that's to come, because, this is going on his Facebook. Some of his followers know you, some of them don't.
My Facebook?
Aunt Johnny's, but 25-8 was like. Kind of not old you, but the past you in a sense. And you're writing now,
old,
and like
but it's like current old.
Current old, exactly, because you had a transformation. Like you transformed and like metamorphosed really quickly in like the last 2 years. So, but like you're writing now, it's good. It's almost like therapeutic.
Yeah.
I mentioned that in a post when I did my part promoting your.
Album?
Pain of the Past.
Mm-hmm.
What'd you do?
When I posted something on it on my Instagram about it, but I mentioned like how a lot of the stuff that you have recorded is years old, but you're still you're playing catch up to get to a current date to where you can make music for the future. But this was the last bit of that past, like that you are letting go of.
Right. Yeah.
But also 25-8 is the movement for the future. That's the grind. It's
a transition.
Yeah. It's totally a transition album. Totally a transition album.
It's a lot about money.
Well,
getting that back. What I hear a lot is like getting that money.
Right. That's why sometimes it's annoying. Yeah. But if you dig deep, then you can find like the the messages. But
see, I don't want to have to dig deep when I listen.
Well, yeah, no, that comes with growth,
Yeah.
Who are some of your all-time favorite artists?
Wait, real quick. When I put Pain of the Past out is when I didn't have social media. So that's like, that one was like, okay, it's out there. If it just somehow stumbles across someone's page, and I'm like, that album took me a minute to do. I put so much effort just in the cover. Mm-hmm. The cover alone
that was
I was part of that process.
Oh my goodness.
Actually, you were too. Like,
even
you didn't approve of it, then he wasn't going to do it.
The last,
he was like your over, like even me. Like you were the final approval.
Yeah.
So that's cool. Shout out to Johnny London.
Yeah. Well, it's like I said that one night. Chunk always approves the track list and the album cover. Sometimes he creates the track list. 25-8, he created that track list.
Oh.
I switched like to one song with another, but that was it.
No, you didn't. You just added the bonus.
No, you wanted.
I believe John.
He wanted Made for This number like
2,
and that was one of my least favorite songs. So I really didn't want that right there. So I
Where'd you
moved
put
it to
it,
number
4?
4
Yeah.
and put Grinding as 3rd. I think it was.
I had Grinding
was
at
3rd.
3. No, I had Grinding at 3 because it was a great cleanup hitter.
Okay, I don't know. I just knew I didn't want Made for This that close. I think I changed it to like.
Honestly, I put it there to get past it. I put it there so you have the intro, and then you have track 2, and then you get past 2, and then you're into Grinding. And then once Grinding comes, it's like, boom, we're on.
Yeah.
3,
See,
4,
I
5,
wanted,
6, 7, 8, all fire.
That's why I moved it to the end, or closer to the end, because I wanted the first. I wanted it to be great.
I don't remember.
As soon as, like my favorites in the
I
beginning.
don't know how that got by me. I looked at your... I've seen it 100 times. I would have noticed, like, this motherfucker changed to something. I totally would have noticed that. I don't know how I didn't notice that.
See, because it came out fine.
He helped too with the cover. Oh wait, I mean I know that he helped with or you wanted his approval on like how they're organized.
What?
What is
The
it?
cover?
Graphic designer, how it was organized and things like
Yeah.
that. But like he
what are you
came up
talking
with
about?
the cover of
25-8?
25-8.
Oh,
yeah.
25-8.
But I remember in the living room of your
That was
guys'
his
house,
idea.
he came
Yeah.
up with the chain over
clock,
the
yeah.
clock.
Yeah, and the grandfather
Just
clock.
because 25-8, what is it? It breaks
Yeah.
boundaries of time.
Yeah.
It totally breaks boundaries of time. 24/7 is reality, right?
Yeah, remember you wanted to put
easy.
the owl on it?
Yeah, because of like Father Time, the owl signifies like wisdom and age, right?
Mm.
So
But then
maybe
we
we're not
connected
ready
to-
for that yet. Maybe we're not ready.
Well, it's
for
not.
that.
You don't
We
connect that
connected
to
to
me.
Drake. Remember Drake was
Whatever,
the
I
owl?
guess.
Yeah, that's how
Fine.
I'm sitting. When I hear
If
an owl.
that's you, then that's you. That's not what I see when I see an owl.
Yeah, well, I think like an owl
Sure
don't
that is
represent
what you
me
see.
at all.
I don't.
When I see
an
an owl, I think of whoo. Whoo, that's all I feel like I
Tootsie
hear.
Pop guy.
Whoo. Yeah. Like Susan ticket.
Okay, so I
Yeah.
want to know, but what musicians do you like that you don't have to think deeply and when you listen to them? You said you don't want to think deep when you listen to
No,
them.
I don't want to have to do. I want to hear
Just his songs or any
No,
music?
it's like I don't want to have to find the hidden agenda
You
behind.
want to know what the
lyrics.
song's about.
Exactly, like directly on the point. Like I don't want to have to dig hecka deep.
Really?
Like what is? Yeah.
But
Ain't
when
nobody
you
got
leave it
time for
open like
shit.
that, it could mean something different to.
Well, sometimes
two
you can
different
have like one line or one rhyme mean 5 different things. Just depends on if you're.
Then
how-
I'll get
how much you
those
pay
5 different things like at the moment, which
Yeah.
is not really common
Yeah.
to be honest.
You like more straightforward.
But I
Yeah.
think that's kind of important in music because at different times when you're listening to it and you're feeling different things, you're like, oh,
Uh huh.
I
you
feel
see
different
it
now,
in a
yeah.
different way.
Yeah.
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 I think what you're talking about is more of the stuff that Justin's trying to get me to do. Be more, instead of, I don't know, just being more descriptive, painting a straight up picture.
A straight exactly.
Yeah.
And I tell you a lot of time like sometimes
It's
confusing.
too direct about me sometimes
Well-
too. This is what I'm talking about with the I and
I'm
the I'm.
very picky with lyrics. Like, and I'm very, because it's what we put in our ears. We pay a lot of money for these artists. They get paid so much money. So when they're saying, like, rhyming dumbass shit and, like, saying things that are, like, you just said that to say that, and you're not even pronouncing the word right, but
Yeah.
you're rhyming it with, like a half-assed word. It's like, that's garbage.
Just
Like, if you
lazy.
can speak clear and, say a very clear message, like, instantly in a matter of, like, 3 minutes, then...
Well,
And I-
yeah. But
that's-
I'm
that's how
not
I
even, I'm
feel.
not even talking about
Yeah.
rap. I'm talking about any like fucking Bruno Mars or like I don't know who you like that you listen to. Like it doesn't need to
Like
be rap.
man, I mean, I don't have one. Like in each genre,
All
maybe
time
I'll have
favorite.
one.
Like name me two or three that you.
Well, growing up, we loved Bone Thugs and Harmony, Busy
Heyo.
Bone. You guys,
Would
are,
you say
they're
would
your
you say they're deep thinkers? I mean, would you say
I don't
they're,
like
they're
deep
pretty
thinkers.
straightforward?
I don't
They're
like
pretty
deep
straightforward
Well,
with
that's
their
what she's saying.
She ain't paying
It
attention to
doesn't
the words.
Yeah, I don't
need
have
be-
to think. I don't have to go that deep into
But
it.
them,
Just listening to
them
the
and
flow
like
with
NWA,
Bone
like it's straight up.
Yeah, I
what
like
you
that.
hear. Yeah,
Exactly.
So that's just.
I don't want to have a
that's
therapy
just,
session
That's
with
just
somebody.
book on tape. That's just.
Right.
That's
what
just-
I was saying. Like,
there's no
it's
creative-
personal sometimes.
I don't know. I like some of that old school rap too. I like AZ. I like Nas.
Mhm.
I like Q-Tip. I like some of the old, and a lot of them. It's more. like they're reading a fucking book to me, you know, rather than nowadays, you know, you got Logic and being creative and things. Yeah,
it's so emotional. It's like, and it's like,
but I don't
so
mind searching for that
sensitive.
deeper.
That's all it is.
I like to hear a song, like I'll hear 4 bars, you know, and then I'll hear the next 4 bars, but then I'll still be thinking about those first 4 because I'm like, wait, what did this motherfucker say? Like, you did what with the what, and then what happened? Like,
right.
Then I go back with it. I like that. You don't like that?
I don't have the energy.
Okay.
That's it.
That's fair.
You have to be in the mood for it. That makes sense.
Yeah. I just don't have the energy. He does.
Yeah.
But I just don't. And I don't know.
So when you listen to music, you listen just to hear it, like.
No, I do listen to lyrics, but if it has to take a lot and I have to solve a puzzle to get what you're saying and rewind it back to you, then nobody's got time for that shit. For real. So if I can get what you're saying in like one song in 4 minutes and like feel what you're saying, that's to me that's good.
You want to just simplify it, but
Yeah.
paint like you can paint a deep.
But you guys are like that, like just like hearing you talk. You hit rabbit, what they call foxholes. You go from detail to detail to da da da. I'm like, boom, straight to the point. Be direct. I want to hear, you know.
Yeah.
But that's what you like.
I don't want to skip anything. I don't want to be like, oh shit. Like I want to make sure I cover the spread. Either. You know. But yeah, my mind just moves slower than yours, I guess. I don't know. Like I need an extra second.
But I'm also not saying like deep stuff isn't bad. But actually, we used to kind of go at it a lot about like lyrics, sad lyrics, and like sensitive emo type of stuff that's put into like, especially like with what he writes or whatever. But I hate hearing emo stuff. I don't like my kid to hear it either. So like if you're crying on your song and you're talking about like all these things, I don't like to hear that.
Yeah.
I just don't.
It's draining.
It is draining and it's not good for my ears.
Yeah.
So
sometimes it helps, sometimes it don't.
But a lot of...
You have to be in the mood for it.
Yeah, for sure.
Want to feel...
Right. That. And I knew that's what was going to happen with Pain of the Past. I knew, like, this is a straight-up personal album.
Yeah.
I didn't even like listening to that one. Yeah. I think probably out of anybody in this world, I probably hated hearing it the most.
Well, yeah. Well, and, I mean, those songs came from, like, 18, 19 years old.
A darker... 20, it was a little darker.
It was a completely different person. But it just... When I started recording that, I was already writing the Don't Play With Me and then moving on to like 25/8 content, but still trying to figure it out. But I knew like I could start recording straight off of Don't Play With Me because that's just, you know, where I was. You know, in regards to like having the studio situation. Before I didn't have the studio situation. It was at home. It was in the basement. It was, you know, wherever.
25/8 slaps though, I have to say.
Well, yeah, because like
that's
because I went to the studio and learned the studio from recording Pain of the Past, which took like a whole year. Don't Play With Me, you know, was also a learning process, and then finally getting to the point where my writing was good and I was comfortable at the mic to record 25/8. But I knew I could start right now at the Don't Play With Me project. Like, it doesn't feel right. Because you're not going to understand if I don't tell you from the beginning.
Are you following through with Don't Play With Me, or...
No, it's done. What do you mean?
Is it done?
It's been
See, all this project stuff, I can't keep up. I don't know.
Yeah, it's fine.
Because you were going to do something where you're like a baby in a sandbox.
Yeah.
Don't Play With Me.
But
yeah.
that was
an album, or... I thought that was...
It was before 25/8.
It's a short project. It's like 4 songs. But yeah, that one... I got tired of waiting for the album cover because that one was like I had the idea, but nobody seems to do it, and
it's just not meant to be.
And I didn't care enough about the content. This was something like I could probably just
the cover
knock it out.
Good.
Cover was
you had a cover for that?
I did that myself.
It's a picture of him as a kid, which should have been that the whole time. That should have been the plan originally, but he wanted to use one of the kids.
I didn't know I had a picture.
We were gonna use Layla, but she was way too little to like make that happen the way we wanted to.
Yeah, I didn't want one of the kids. I just wanted like a figure, but she couldn't like sit up yet, really.
Yeah, we were gonna
probably do it now.
Yeah, now we were gonna prop her up on those pillows we had.
Yeah,
that's what we were gonna do.
I never seen that.
Well, because if you go on Spotify, it doesn't show up under albums. It shows up under singles.
Yeah, but you don't have the art on the computer.
I know because I'm not like putting any effort behind that music. The whole thing is just bad.
Good.
Bad
I'm
music.
glad.
The last song on it is tight, but that's just because what Justin did to it, it's just tight. But that was just something, I just had to put that out there. For those, who know, they know. If you don't, I'm not trying to force it down your throat. That's why, you don't see it on my Instagram or nothing. Maybe one picture. Actually, no. I took it off. Because it has explicit lyrics over my mouth on the picture.
Oh, really?
So that was the difference. I sent it to him, and there was, a normal one with, in the bottom right-hand corner, or the one with the explicit lyrics over my mouth in the picture. You told me to use the one in the bottom right because, it shows your face. I'm like, yeah, but the point of the album is, I'm just talking bad. And Chunk told me to use the one with it over my mouth, and that's how I was feeling. I'm like, this one looks way better. Plus, I don't know an album out at that time.
We are always opposite. But, we are.
No,
every time you choose.
I know.
Yeah. But I knew at that time, I didn't know an album cover with the explicit lyrics over their mouth. I'm like, that's different.
Untraditional, yeah. The other one was just and I don't know. It just fit very rarely.
What they're talking about with over the mouth. I don't even
The
know.
explicit bar. It says explicit. You have to put that on your album cover if there's any bad words.
Yeah.
So instead of just putting it in the right hand corner, traditionally,
put it over his mouth.
Yeah, very rarely would you have a
that.
scheme where that could work. Where you could tie in the explicit label into the actual art itself, rather than throwing it on a stamp. So if that happened, take advantage of that and throw that shit on his face.
Oh, I do remember that.
Yeah, I thought it looked cool.
I didn't even know that there was an explicit over there.
I like that.
Yeah, I thought it was a little creative, a little different.
I don't think I've ever
No, you just weren't. Yeah, you weren't paying attention when I was creating that album cover.
That's pretty cool, actually.
I know, that's why I went with it.
Let me see.
You told me not to, but I did it anyway.
Is that right?
But it's okay. You weren't really paying attention.
There was a long amount of time where I can.
Did you just take a screenshot? Why'd you take a screenshot? Just open Spotify.
I did.
Every time you want to look at it, just open Spotify.
Just open Spotify.
Yeah, hit play every now and then. One of my songs is actually at 2.3K. Just crazy.
What?
The Paper song.
Hey.
I don't know how. I'm assuming it's because I got
Let's
features.
get the shit on the radio. Let's get one of these shits on the radio. We can do that.
That'd be cool.
Which one?
Probably grinding.
That one?
I don't know. Then you'd have to cut a check.
Let's get these shits
That's
on
fine.
the radio.
The only thing is, this is one thing, to be mindful of when doing songs with featured artists. It kind of limits your performance.
Yeah.
A lot of these people, they do performances,
So maybe even, 25/8, just that track.
One?
Yeah. That track right there.
That one in Breaking Chains I like. Dreams is cool. Well, I like even Paper. I really like Paper.
Yeah, I really like Paper.
That's the one that's doing 2.3K right now. And I don't know how.
I really like...
Because Cam's not even on Spotify like that. Styles, a lot of it for sure is from Styles.
They sound really good on those songs, too.
Yeah.
I like how Cam sounds. Shout
Yeah.
out to Cam. Seen you when you were 11 years old.
How'd you know Cam?
I remember you. He was really good friends with Chelsea.
Yeah, we talked about that, me and Justin in the studio. It's like Castro Valley for you. Small world.
Well, also when you're a Miller kid.
Yeah.
Let's just be honest here.
For reals, though. Plus, he lives right over there.
She's Indian, very sweet, soft-spoken.
Trust Nobody. I really like that one, too.
I hate that one.
I like that one.
Valentina loves it.
I just like the
I don't like
melody
hearing-
of it. I
yeah.
just like the melody of it.
I don't like hearing her sing it.
It's very melodic. No, yeah, the words too. I'm like, because you're bragging about not trusting nobody, which I know isn't really accurate.
Not anymore.
Yeah, I know it's not really true. And even
Yeah.
when I sing, I'm like, but I like to hum it. I like the melody of it. It's very.
Why don't you think
That was
that's
when.
true?
That was when it was
Because
cool to go
he
in there
doesn't
and
come
sing.
from that place anymore, where he's like, I'm not.
Around people who he doesn't have to trust.
Just in general.
Yeah, it's just
Interesting.
That's just something I've just let go. Like it holds no weight.
That is kind of a gangsta ass song. I don't trust nobody, no, no. It's like, dang.
Yeah, not nobody.
Not nobody.
No.
Nobody.
Two no's? Come on. No. Come on.
No.
No.
You can make an edit out of
Not
that.
even nobody. No. Not even me. No. Nobody.
Well, then we talked about it could be like no body, like a physical body, You know, because the way I say it kind of breaks it up. She brought that up. Lindsay brought it up. I'm like, I kind of see that. But that's it.
We out here fucking ghosts and shit. Only people I trust.
So yeah, that song I don't really care for. Breaking Chains was tight. I really like that one.
That's your Fleetwood cover. Your Fleetwood Mac tribute.
Which one? Breaking Chains is the last song that I've wrote to this date.
Really? You haven't written since?
No, because I've been...
That's fine.
Well,
Take
since
a little
then,
hiatus.
the move happened.
Yeah.
Getting her, you know,
But
the
also
business.
that's good, because now you get a real chance to reset.
No, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm starting from
It's a
scratch.
good thing. Most artists, I think, take that time after an album to just, one, ride that album out, but two, just refocus.
chill, yeah. Yeah, but before it's always been playing catch up. You know, like you said. Now I'm...
But we knew that, yeah.
Normally I would have songs written, but really my mind has been focused on real life. We got the move.
And that's...
We got the business. We got the business set up.
That's where you're going to get your material for the next one. It's from real life right now, you know?
Yeah, kind of. I mean, it's going to be for church.
What are you staring at? Right
Really.
I'm just looking at you.
Got some shit on my face.
Looking at. Stare at me.
For like 14 minutes now.
But yeah.
Alright. We talked about getting married, how cool it is. Talked about
Dang.
my anxieties of even doing this shit to begin with. Talked about H and your music. Lindy, your movie reviews. Your movie
My
reviews.
anti-deep lyric loving ass.
Yeah, your NWA loving shit. Jaimey, your hair.
I know.
They can't see it right now, but man, your hair.
Looks pretty good.
It's so purple.
I love the confidence.
You should
Takes a lot. I
get
can
you should
never
get
do
a
this.
Baltimore Ravens football jersey.
It's raven purple.
Yeah, that's amazing.
It's,
Did we just become best friends?
It is.
You can never chop your hair?
Chop it or just like do purple or anything like that.
I love it.
I chopped it once and I regretted it. But honestly, it's not for everybody.
I love coloring my hair. I'm gonna be sad when I have to give it up
Why would you have to give it up?
because it damages your hair a lot.
You know, I said the same thing. She told me that's not true.
Well, she
What?
knows how to like
What? I told you what.
do
not
it in
true.
steps where it's not gonna
Constantly coloring your hair damages it.
If you
Constantly
bleach it.
bleaching it.
like vibrant like this. Yeah, that's what I'm saying though.
yeah.
Like to get a lot of the colors I want, I have to bleach it.
So for those of you who can't see her hair right now, which nobody can, she has a nice purple in her hair.
What's the actual name of the dye? The color.
Color?
You use 2 different ones, right?
I use 3 different ones because remember I had to
Oh.
go run to the store real
Yeah.
quick and
This
get
is where
some
we,
oil
uh,
while she was
Yeah,
halfway
yeah.
through.
That's where we don't totally reveal the formula, you know? If you want to get your hair did, come see us.
I mean,
Yes, what he said.
I just want to know if it's a crazy a funny name. You know, that sometimes they
Yeah,
make
what's
funny
the name of
dye
it?
names.
Purple Raven is one.
Purple Raven?
Ayo.
Wow, it's Raven
Yeah.
Purple. That's what I said.
Purple Raven is one.
Look
Oh,
at
did
that.
you?
Yeah.
Actually, I think the
Why-
salon promoted it. Oh no, wait.
Let's go Ravens.
I don't
Just
know.
wanna-
I said Purple
Let's go
Rain.
Ravens.
Her hair is called
right?
That's
yeah,
So
yeah,
Raven.
you did.
And then actually just Violet is one.
Can we
And
get that?
then-
That's so Raven hair color.
Did you just get a vision?
What?
That's So Raven.
Oh.
See what I mean? See what I mean?
What?
Why are you talking?
do you
Why are
mean?
you talking? Nobody understands what you're saying.
I understood.
No.
I thought we
Glad
moved
someone
on.
did.
That was good. That was a good
Shake
example.
hand in the whole thing.
I don't want to do this
Same
podcast.
happened, yeah. It's going in the vault. Delete. Delete.
Well, thanks for nothing, guys.
I think that sums it up. I don't know.
See you next time on the
You guys gonna Crush Salon
Oh,
in Fremont.
Wiz Palace.
That's where Jaimey gets her hair done
Mm-hmm.
by the famous Lindsay.
She
London.
pays like $500 for her hair.
500,000.
It's very expensive habit.
Be
500,000 for a year-long membership.
prepared.
One-time payment and
It's worth
no
all the money in
refunds.
the world.
No refunds.
Even if you call me, you owe me 100,000.
Yeah. Each
Lindsay,
letter you text me is about $10,000.
Yeah.
Lindsay's currently
Don't-
in the market for a 2018 Ford Mustang.
Saline.
Ford Saline Shelby engine.
He's supporting my. He
Yeah.
said I should get a.
If anybody
Saline.
out there has one, please do not contact me. it to yourself.
I don't even think they make that card that year. I don't even.
No, they only make them like every 3 years or something like that. Mm-hmm. Anyways.
Okay.
See ya.
Else?
Babe?
Babe?
No, I don't know.
Ask a
Anything
deep,
at all?
ask a deep question.
It's like sad to go,
I
huh?
don't know.
Ask a. Do we have to go?
I like to listen.
isn't
You
goodbye.
guys,
I know, but
okay?
we need
See
you
you
to
later.
talk more.
Yeah,
I mean,
we don't have to end it.
I don't have much to talk about
Right.
today. It was a pretty usual day.
You want to give a review on this wine?
Yeah, I really like it.
Isn't it taste
Review
good?
done.
When taste?
This podcast
I
is
like
brought to you
local.
by Wente's Local.
Drink local.
I gotta
Drink
spill
local.
it. Pour it. Come on, man.
Can you do a 15-second advertisement for Wente Vineyards?
See, he said it like I did.
Wente.
Wente.
He said Wenty.
Go ahead, give it a review, honey. Wait.
Review that ish.
This is
It's
us-
not too sweet. Actually, it's not like. I wouldn't say it's sweet, but I wouldn't say it's like disgustingly bitter.
Stop. What are you doing?
Num 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 num.
Not sweet, not bitter.
Yeah, it's like a very. It's easy to drink.
Okay.
I feel like, but I've been told that I have very strange taste in alcohol.
No, that's
so-
pretty good. You actually have good taste in wine.
And men, too. Man.
Man,
Is that what you said?
one man.
She said wine.
Babe, I'll tell you, you have great taste in man. Okay?
Thanks,
You
babe.
couldn't do better if you tried.
Okay, babe.
Dang, that's mean.
Nobody,
Yeah,
nobody
that's a
likes to
little,
laugh.
like-
Nobody likes to laugh.
That's a little like.
I hate laughing.
Yeah, calm down.
Ha
Calm down there, John.
I'm in the wrong
It's alright.
lifetime.
It's okay.
Did
You had a lot of
future
toppings.
podcast, I'll have more to say. I'm just it's been
Learning.
Tired?
It's been a long day, man.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna put you under the
All
microscope.
right, let's
I'm a very.
let's start,
I like to
start
listen
about-
a lot.
Let's start out your childhood.
Yeah,
A lot of the
think
same
But
thing.
what
I
if you're-
listened a lot.
But if you're, it's not a lot that him and I are going to be on the podcast. So engage with us.
All right, what would you like to know? Let's start with my
5-year
childhood.
plan.
Just read me a story with your voice.
Okay.
She's like, okay, what would you like to know? Like, okay, that was kind of soothing.
I don't know. I dealt with a bunch of screaming kids today. That's about it.
Same.
They're pretty insane.
Except mine are all like 50.
Wait, this is about Jaimey right
I
now.
know.
Dropped off one of the screaming kids, and then I came here.
Was she bad?
Queen Layla.
Was Lanka bad today?
She wasn't like her worst self. She likes to yell lately. That's her new thing.
What do you
likes to
tell her when she
scream.
yells?
Just stop yelling or
I'm
no.
just
Spank
yell
her.
back louder. Ah!
That's why it's a
Why do you think she's
problem.
doing
I'm just
it?
kidding. I don't do that.
Sometimes
Oh
you
my
do.
We would fight.
That's how she does though. She'll make these gestures with her hands, and she'll just like scream at us.
No!
Ah! Like
She can't
because
talk.
she
She's
can't.
frustrated.
Yeah, because she can't use her words.
But I'm like, you don't have to yell at me.
Just a
Yeah,
simple.
don't get spanked already.
Just the.
Just put her on the podcast.
Well, I'm trying to teach her like help. Like most of the time, it's like get my blanket down. It's on the bed. I can't reach it. Or
Until then, it's I'm gonna
or
scream
get,
at you.
yeah, get this out of my way. Or I don't know.
Help.
Or I'm hungry. I want
Does she
and
really say help?
I'm teaching her
We're
help right
trying.
now. She'll have it down in a few days. She's freaking
quick.
popping words out like crazy.
Yeah, he said that she's copying now
Oh
Yeah,
my
she's
gosh,
imitating
this
us.
or imitating. Yeah,
This
he
morning was
did, like, a
hilarious.
stretch. Tell her about
I
the
walked
stretch.
past him. Well, yeah, the stretch first.
Go ahead.
Well, I walked past him this morning, and I just do this sometimes. I just point at him as I walk by. It's a
Nice.
dumb thing we do. But Layla, I guess, right after did the same thing.
Walked same route Jaimey took across the room, followed her, and
Pointed like I did.
as she's walking, looked at me and pointed in my face, and then kept walking over to Jaimey,
Dang,
like followed her.
that's hecka
It was
funny.
hella
Aw.
funny.
I just saw a double.
Hella
Yeah.
funny.
Yeah.
So now it's gonna
Just
be
like 1 foot tall, just
Yeah.
hella funny.
So now it's
I
getting
see.
to the point where you're gonna watch what you say,
And
where you
Everything.
act.
And that's what it was today. The boys were yelling at each other, and then I was yelling at them, and then Layla
Chimed in.
just, yeah.
That's why I've been getting on like Boo and Lily and Valentina, you know, because they at Rough House
Yeah.
and Boo and Lily they fight.
Yeah.
So I tell them especially because when Layla started like hitting, told them like don't play fight.
Yeah.
Especially.
Well, that's what I told the
Layla's
boys
around.
today. I'm like, you're teaching her to be bad. Like
she doesn't know.
Yeah.
But she's gonna do what she sees. So when she's around, be mindful.
Yeah.
She's a child, a little. I don't want to call her a baby, but she's a baby.
She's a baby.
Right.
Apparently, she's a toddler now.
She is
I
a
don't
toddler
know.
now.
Toddlers are still babies, right?
I mean, they're
in the grand scheme of life,
She's
yeah.
a bit-
right.
I thought you
a
were a
little
toddler
too
at like 3.
When you start,
Toddling.
Toddling.
no, really, when you start
Yeah.
walking
Waddle?
around,
Yeah,
yeah.
waddlers.
Yeah.
She's like almost had a full on
She's
sprint.
Yeah,
pretty
she's
sturdy
getting
now,
some
yeah.
high knees going.
She
She
needs some,
gets like,
got some Nikes.
Power walking the neighborhood.
right?
She's gonna be out there walking dogs. Saying what's up to the neighbors. Pointing at all the neighbors. You.
I see you. You too, Jim. What up, Kevin?
She's a character.
She's funny.
What's it like, guys? What are the ups of parenting and the downs?
She's a really good kid overall. Like, her worst days are not bad. Like,
Yeah.
there's plenty of times when we're overwhelmed. Like the other night, she woke up just screaming, and I was like losing my mind. She couldn't be comforted at all, and that's when I'm like, "What do you need? Like, what do I do for you?" And it's because she can't talk. It was her teeth. She was teething.
Panic.
She couldn't tell me that. It was middle of the night. I'm not
What'd you do for her?
thinking.
I've totally
just
been
saw
there.
that.
My cat is sick. I'm just kidding.
What'd you do for her though? Like, how do you
Some people
know?
get really
How'd you
offended.
know?
Well, I kept trying to walk around with her, and we tried to give her some water. We tried to, like, do all the things that she normally will calm down with, and it just wasn't working. And I was losing it. I was completely losing it. I just finally put her on the floor, and John came and got her. And he's holding her, and then I'm thinking about it. The last time she was like this, she was teething. So I put some numbing gel in her mouth, and I felt the tooth, and I was like, there it
I
is.
thought I told you to get the gel.
Don't take her glory.
No, you kept saying, I think she's
The
getting
whiskey?
sick. I
You
think
mean the
she's
whiskey?
getting sick. And I was like, no, like, she
want to get the gel. I said to get the Jameson.
You thought she was getting like a fever because Kelly was sick and Chris was sick and a lot of people around us were sick.
I'm just
But
kidding.
she didn't have a fever. She wasn't snotty nose. She wasn't like, her stomach wasn't
Her
tight.
tooth
Like
was
she
just
had a
cutting
stomach
through.
ache. That's why I was like, what do you need? Like, I don't get it right now. What's happening? It was her teeth.
Stupid teeth.
Yeah.
She needs those anyways.
She loves to eat though. She loves her teeth.
They have
She loves
dentures
She
how-
now.
does. She loves to eat.
She'll sit at her high chair for an hour, and I'll just.
That's all she
feed
wanted
her.
today was food. She snacked all day.
Aww.
I love feeding her.
I love snacking all day.
Right?
Just kidding.
Right?
She's
No,
like,
I
finally,
need full
Dad's not
meals.
eating meat. I mean, Dad's eating meat. We're back to normal. I gotta eat fruit, vegetables all day.
She's eating.
She
fruit and
mostly
vegetables.
gets fruits and vegetables.
She gets fruits
so.
and vegetables, yeah, and bread.
She loves them though.
Yeah.
Maybe that's why she's screaming. Give me food. Just
We
kidding.
give her. That
I'm just
stuff.
kidding.
We're playing, guys. Guys,
Just
guys,
a-
play! It's okay!
Joke's over.
Ow, ow.
Joke ruiner. Just
She's a
waking
cute
up
kid.
every day knowing that you're getting into something, just you're getting, I don't know, it just even a version of this life, like her as a little human,
Right.
what version of you am I getting today? Like,
Yeah.
just it's always.
What are you learning
it's a
today? What
coin
are you
toss, yeah.
focused on? What are you?
And just what are you gonna learn today? How are you gonna grow?
Yeah.
And just
She's such
seeing
a cool kid
from one
though.
day
Like
to the
she's
next.
funny.
Yeah, she is. On her funny days, yeah, she's hella funny.
I love the
I
days
mean,
where she just wakes up laughing, and I'm like, okay, you're in that mood today. Cool.
She does that?
Yeah.
Aw.
She just wakes
She'll wake up
like
really sweet. Pretty much,
Yeah.
her morning really determines her day. You'll see.
Yeah.
And she's happy.
Yeah, you'll see.
That
Or
must be
if she
Jaimey.
wakes up in a
The
bad.
Jaimey and her.
If she wakes up in a bad mood,
Oh.
that's kind of how her day's gonna be.
Yeah.
All right. Anything else we want to add?
Yeah. This podcast is over.
Does anybody else?
Thank you.
Anything to add?
Okay, bye.
All right. Thank you guys for listening. You've been on the John
Ugh.
for way too long.
Peace.
Laid it.
Laid it.
Laid
Laid it.
Laid it.